An older woman had been a widow already for several years. She hasn't had any men for a long time and was slightly getting desperate. One day, she was doing the dishes and notices that there's something wrong as the water is coming to her feet, and so she calls in a plumber. She waits for the man to arrive. He was already running 1 hour late, and she was getting really frustrated, but finally the man arrives, and he is really handsome. The man starts his work, and the woman can't get her eyes off him, and decides to go to the bathroom and change her clothing. She puts on crotchless panties along with a short dress and goes to the living room sofa. She waits silently on the sofa, and every time she can see the plumber looking at her, she slightly uncrosses her legs. Confused after each time, the man takes a good long look and continues working. This went on for about 10 minutes, and as the plumber was finally ready, he stands up and asks the lady, "Ma'am, are you by any chance wearing crotchless panties?" The lady looks at him with a big smile and says, "Why, yes, I am." The man looks at her and says, "Thank God, I thought you were sitting on a cat." In a quaint little village nestled amongst rolling hills, there lived an elderly woman who had never married. Despite her advanced years, she had maintained her virginity throughout her entire life, a fact of which she was immensely proud and which she often spoke of with a quiet sense of accomplishment. As she grew older and felt her time on earth drawing to a close, she began to think about her final resting place. With this in mind, she approached the local undertaker to make a very specific and personal request for her future tombstone. She wanted it to bear a special inscription that would accurately reflect her life's journey. The inscription she desired was quite detailed and read, "Born a virgin, lived as a virgin, died as a virgin." Eventually, the time came when the old woman passed away peacefully in her sleep, leaving behind a legacy of quiet solitude and unwavering principle. The undertaker, remembering her specific request regarding her tombstone, instructed his workers to carefully engrave her chosen words onto the stone. However, the workers, who were known to be a bit on the lazy side and often looked for ways to make their tasks easier, saw the inscription as too long and overly detailed for a simple tombstone. In an attempt to simplify the task while still capturing what they believed to be the essence of the woman's life, they opted for a much shorter and more concise inscription. They simply engraved on the tombstone, "Returned unopened."